been so far for you, the adjustment to college so far?
It's been great. Being here has been a dream of mine since I was little. So playing college football on a big stage, it's been great. And the first couple of weeks are kind of tough, just adjusting the classes and all that. But it's been a lot easier as I've been going on. So
you got a quick sense of the business nature of college because the guy recruiting you is not the guy here. How was that for you? And what are your impressions of Coach Fry so far?
Well, Coach Fry is a great coach. Every time I've talked to him, we've had great conversations so far. So, Coach Studley was definitely super surprising, but just speaks to the standard of play here at Ohio State football and just the standard that they want. So, so I'm definitely super excited for the future with Coach Fry.
How hard did that hit you, though? Because you had obviously a relationship with Coach Fry.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Actually, during practice during the All-American Bowl, one of the reporters came up to me and told me, like, during practice, and I was, like, shocked. But because they had to do the O-line last year, they made it to the Rose Bowl. But like I said, the standard of play is to make it to the national championship and to dominate. So
being from out west, did you have any relationship with Fry?
I did actually a little bit. Yeah. He came up to my school a few times, and I recruited a few kids from my school. So yeah, me and him kind of knew each other already.
What's been an eye opener since you've been here? Anything that's like, oh?
I'd say just how hard everyone works. Growing up, I've always been a super hard worker. It's something that my parents have instilled in me. So, just like being around other hard workers and seeing how the top dogs get down has definitely been super cool.
So you're right at home.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
What was it about Ohio State that made you want to come here, being from Colorado?
I would say the culture of winning, the culture of producing guys in the NFL. And I'd say out of all my offers, this team definitely had the best chance to win the national championship, which is a big goal of mine. So, yeah.
Did you watch Ohio State much growing up, or is it just kind of something that when you got the offer from them, they kind of rose to the top of your list?
They were never my dream school growing up or anything like that. But once I got the offer and I started to build relationships with the coaches, I kind of knew. And my visit, of course, I kind of knew that it was the place for me. So.
What was it about that visit that really stood out to you?
I'd say, the facilities here are great, but the facilities have been great at all my visits. I'd say the people really stood out to me. The people and the relationships and the relationships with my teammates as well. The people that my hosts and all that on my visit were super cool. They definitely showed me what it's about.
So there was a massive change here, obviously, in terms of who be coaching.
Yeah.
How did you handle that, compartmentalize it, get to know the new guys? How did you go about doing it?
Yeah, well, it was kind of tough being coming here and then not knowing my coach really too well. But Coach Fry has really done a great job of reaching out to me, talking to me. He's talked to my dad a few times as well, so to just make sure that we're comfortable there. So yeah, Coach Fry has made it super easy. So.
It's like a two-way process because he obviously needs to know you. As a freshman, he really needs to know you. He's going to be with you a long time. On the other hand, did you kind of research him?
I did a little bit, yeah. Like I said earlier, me and him kind of knew each other a little bit before. We talked on the phone a little bit. He was at UCLA. He was pretty much from there.
George, you only played offensive line for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, I guess thinking about now that you're in college, knowing you've only been in this for 3 years, what are your expectations in terms of your development and maybe how long it'll take you to get up to speed now that you're playing college?
Well, I've only been playing for 3 years, like you said, but I had some great high school coaches that taught me some good technique and stuff like that. So I just want to continue to build on that and just see how I can go. So.
Is there a guy that in the offensive line that you kind of gravitated toward, that you want to be?
I would say Luke Whiteford. He's definitely helped me out a lot. Me and him go for the film probably an hour a day. So he's been teaching me all the plays. So yeah, I'd say he's been a great resource.
What do you see from him? Maybe it's obviously different positions there, but
right.
I mean, what do you see in terms of his work ethic? Is it kind of an example of this is kind of what I want to bring to the college?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Luke works extremely hard. He's actually my squad for this is my squad for my lifting group and stuff like that. So just being around guys like that is really good for me. Just seeing how hard they work and how much time they put in. He watches a ton of film by himself and does all that stuff too. So yeah, it's been good.
Is there a specific spot on the offensive line you see yourself playing?
I'd say left or right tackle. My sophomore and junior year I played right tackle, and my senior year I played left tackle. So awesome experience at
What's your weight at now, and what's your goal weight?
Right now I'm at 283, and my goal is to be 290, 295 by spring camp.
What's it just been like, going through those winter workouts so far? How much have Mickey Marotti and the staff in there helped you?
Oh, they've been really good. That's why I came here early, just to work hard. I didn't come here like messing around and have a great time. I came here to get down and work hard and put on weight. So Coach Mick and the rest of the strength staff has been super helpful and super great. So I've definitely been enjoying it.
What's the most been like for a guy like Justin Fry, the new offensive line coach at Ohio State? Just what are your impressions of him, and just how does it feel knowing that Ohio State's new offensive line coach the same year?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting dynamic because me and him got here at the same time, so we're kind of figuring stuff out together, which is pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, Coach Fry is a great guy and a great coach. Just with the talks I've had with him, I can tell that he knows his stuff, and that he's definitely going to get us to the right place. So.
George, what led to you switching the offensive line in high school? You just kind of get too good to play anywhere else, or how did that?
Yeah, well, we actually had a D1 tight end who's starts at Texas right now. He's a grade above me, so that was my main position. But that's what I was trying to fill. So I would have rotated in, but I just wanted to see the field a little bit more. So then I asked my coach if I could play line and
What kind of translated for you there from tight end to tackle? Obviously, you do some of the same thing you're blocking as a tight end, but did you feel like you took to it pretty easily, or was it much of an adjustment for you?
I'd say it was definitely tough at first, but my high school coaches helped me a lot throughout the way, and it's just the technique is a lot different.
Yeah.
Pass front especially, just takes a while to get used to. So.
What do you think will stand out to people when they see you play here?
I'd say my athleticism. I feel like that's probably the strong suit of my game is, I can move pretty good, so I'd say that.
What are maybe the biggest thing you feel like you need to work on as you start your career?
I'd say my technique, and that's why Coach Fry was hired to help out with that. So I think that's gonna come along during spring ball and with the pads on. So.
What was your relationship like with the rest of the class? Coming in?
Oh yeah, the other enrollees have been great. My roommates are Devin Brown and Bennett Christian, and they're great guys. They're hard workers. So all the other mid-years are great people to be around. They all have the right mindset, are very focused and very hardworking. So.
What about Tegra and Avery? Have you gotten to talk to them much?
I have. Yep. Avery was with me on my Ohio State Penn State visit for that game, and then I've talked to Tegra a bunch. So yeah, they're great guys. And then me and Carson, were on the same team for the All-American Bowl, so we got a chance to kind of meet and hang out a lot. So they're also great guys.
Do you kind of tell those guys what to expect since you're the only one of us linemen who's here so far?
Yeah, they've definitely asked me a little bit, but I think they know. It's just a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication. So.
What's Devin like just as a guy?
He's awesome. He doesn't seem like the number one player in the nation. Just talking to him, he's very down to earth. He's very humble. So yeah, he's a great guy.
How would you describe his personality?
I'd say just goofy.
Goofy?
Yeah, he's
How's
funny.
he goofy?
He's funny. I don't know. He's just a funny kid, but he's at the same time he's very hardworking and he's very serious when he needs to be. So.
You and Sam Hart are both from Colorado. Did you know him much before you got here?
I actually met him on my visit here. So we played each other. We played each other a couple times. My team got the best of his team, so I have a little bit of bragging rights there. But before my visit, we didn't really have any contact with each other.